Right, I haven't told you how I actually went about getting the divorce from my ex. You obviously know that we had a huge argument. I went and saw my parents a week after that because my wife just wasn't talking to me. She walked out of the room. I couldn't get anywhere with my wife at all. There was no way we could heal this relationship up. It was far too far gone. My wife had said to me that she wanted the divorce. She said as far as she was concerned, our marriage was over. I wasn't doing what I should do as a husband. I wasn't supporting my wife. She wanted a divorce, and that was the end of that. So it was a couple of weeks later, after I'd come out to both my children what was going on. My parents knew what was going on. I went and sat down with the wife. It was a weekend. I was waiting for my son to go to work because my son was in the same house. And I told my son, I said, look, I'm going to go and sit down with your mum and go through getting this divorce with her today. I said, so you might not want to be here. And he was going to work anyway. So he said, I'm going to work at 2 o'clock. I said, okay, I'll wait for you to go. I said, but then I'm going to have to sit down with your mum. So that's what I did. As soon as my son went, I went and sat in the front room with my wife. And I said, right, let's get this divorce sorted out. I said, I'll go for it. We'd come up with a game plan where we wanted to go. So I said, right, she said, you sort it out. She said, I don't want anything to do with it. You sort it out. I said, fine. Then she started getting really nasty and bitter. So at that stage, I decided that I was going to go out. I wasn't going to sit in there. And so me and the boys got in the car and we went out for the day. And I went to Lavenham and I took photos and I actually put a video on my YouTube site of me walking around Lavenham talking about what had just happened. So it's on there. If you want to do your research, it is on there, guys. So I went back later on. So I spent the whole day out with the boys. Went back, the wife, as soon as I got back in, she was upstairs. I think she heard my car coming up the drive, so she just went and hid upstairs. So I sorted the boys out, had my dinner. She didn't come down to speak to me at all. So I didn't see her for the rest of the day. So that evening I went onto my laptop and I researched. There was a government site about getting a divorce. A bit like when you do your road tax, you go onto the government site and you could do it all online. So I thought, right, okay. So I did what they wanted. They wanted you to download your marriage certificate and other details. Did that all online, and then you just had to pay the amount. And I think it was about £650 now. Non-refundable. Once you hit that enter button, the deal was done. There was no going back. I hit that button really quick, guys. It was the right thing to do. I had no doubt in my mind that I was doing the right thing. And I hit that enter button. So then I put on a piece of paper how much it was, and I put it under the cube. We'd got a little cube in the front room where you put any receipts or bills, and I put a little note under there, divorce, £650, put it under the cube. Wife didn't get up in the morning when I went to go to work, and I didn't see her till the evening. And as soon as I saw her in the evening, what's this £650 all about? And I said, that's the divorce. I said, I've done it all online, I've paid for it. I wanted to be there. You shouldn't have done it behind my back. That's what I got, guys. And I said, it's done, it's not returnable. The ball's rolling, live with it. And that was it, guys. That's how my divorce all happened. 9 months later, the divorce went through. Best thing I've ever done in my life. Honestly, it was the best thing I've ever done. Right, I'm going to sign out, guys, and I shall speak to you later. Bye-bye.